welcome to Fishing Without Bait, where we help people live a lifetime without definitive expectations, where we ask people to explode into their lives through full impact mindfulness. There is no admission fee, only the honesty, open-mindedness, and willingness to try. If you're welcome nowhere else, pull up a seat. You're welcome here. Good evening. I'm Jim Ellermeyer. I'm a behavioral health therapist, and I'm joined, as always, by my good friend, co-host, and producer of this program, Mr. Mike.
Hello, good to be you once again, Jim. Enjoying the new snow over the holidays and some good times with some family.
Here we are in the wonderful city of Pittsburgh, soon to be covered by a blanket of lovely snow, sparkling diamonds glistening off the trees. And if you believe that, that's fine. However, I'm painting an illusionary world, much like most of people live in an illusionary world today, Mike.
And sometimes that illusionary world depends on how much you haven't gone outside recently.
Yes. So quite often what we talk about on this show is people who base their decisions on beliefs rather than facts, and we settle into the stream of consciousness of the media world on all types of different social media platforms, where we live vicariously and voyeuristically through other people's lives.
Absolutely. A big I don't know if a problem. It becomes a problem, I think, for a lot of people, depending on how you do that.
Yes. So quite often what we do is we do reality testing with people, and for everyone out there, we've often tried to help people understand and figure out what's important, and the human experience, being in touch with other human beings during happy, joyous, ecstatic, and also during tragic times. Also, today I had the privilege of sitting down with two young people, as I'm a behavioral health therapist, and I sat down with them and I held their hands. They were two young teenagers, and I held their hands, and first of all, I asked them if they were safe, and then I asked them if they trusted me, and then I told them that their mother had passed today. That's real, Mike. That's real moments between people. All the TikTok challenges, all the social media hype, all you want to be this, you want to be that. That goes away when you're looking into somebody's eyes and you just passed on a message that is going to have them have deep grief.
And probably for a long time, too.
Yes. So quite often you say, well, how can you do things like that? I consider it a privilege to be able to sit down with people and share with them the most intimate moments of life. Those are meaningful, rather than just ask, hey, how was your day? It was good? So consider yourself privileged when you're with somebody, when they're going on their life's journey and passing through.
That chance to connect on somebody at that emotional level, right?
Those are meaningful moments. When most people are walking around the streets here in where we live, Mike, in Pittsburgh, looking at their phones or looking at a movie or making some type of imagination world inside of their own heads, like The Secret Life of Walter Mitty, rather than what we always say to people, let's check the facts. What do I know for sure? What's right in front of me? Dealing with people in real time, not imaginary time.
Absolutely.
We deal in this world with structured time, which is made up. However, dealing with someone in real time, sharing real things with real people in a real moment. Think of some of the most times in your life, Mike, that were the most memorable things that carry with you. What were some of those memories that we carry around with us, Mike?
Just getting through the holidays, I was actually thinking back about, some of those holidays with all the family around and everything, and we were looking at some videos of the last time everybody was together before we lost a couple of our family members over the last couple of years, So, I mean, that, very much thinking about the sounds and the feelings and the connecting with that family.
So often what we suggest to people, Mike, no regrets, no unspoken words. Just like the professional athletes, they're often in the locker room, they say, let's leave it all on the field.
Mm-hmm.
Let's leave nothing there. So when you're dealing with significant people, significant events in your life, invest yourself and be all in. We always hear the phrase, be all in.
Mm-hmm.
What does that mean to you, Mike?
Like she said, leaving it all on the table, be all in on our relationship, and put it all out there.
Yes. Significant people, significant events, significant relationships. We want to be all in. So we've often discussed this, but it's worth repeating, Mike. We can go to Paris.
Mm-hmm.
We can go to the waterfront. We can go to Puerto Rico. We can go to New York City. We can go across the street. But what we bring home with us is memories.
Mm-hmm.
So have you ever said to someone, hey, what do you want to do today? And that person said to you, let's make memories, Mike. Has anyone ever suggested that to you?
No, but I've secretly dragged my wife along to do that.
Ah, okay. Well, the next time your wife says to you, hey, Mike, what would you like to do today? I'm going to challenge you. I'd like to make memories with you.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Do you think that would be meaningful? I don't know. How many people have actually heard that?
Yeah, it's not what something you hear every day, is it?
No. But really, what do we have? When you go out for an evening, when you go on vacation, when you go to a baseball game or a sporting event, a concert, what do you take away from there? Mm-hmm. Memories. So you and I were talking earlier about a recent trip that you and I had.
Yeah, we were listening to the Patreon, and we're gonna put it up there. But we were kind of reminiscing a little bit about our trip down to Fort Lauderdale, to see Jake and the last tattoo that you had. So.
Yes. So talk about some of the memories you brought home with you, some of the things we were discussing this evening.
Well, unfortunately, the sunburn. But generally, just walking that beach, sitting on the beach, doing a podcast on the beach was really cool. Seeing the ocean again, I really love that I'm able to see the ocean, like both oceans, both ends of the country within a year. So that's something that kind of stays with me a bit. A lot of those experiences, seeing the Hard Rock casino down there and all the craziness they have in there. It was and just getting to know Jake and his girlfriend a little bit more. So
we bring back memories.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, I brought back a tattoo, which
yes, and I brought back a horrible sunburn,
indelible.
So on my feet. So,
did you learn what not to do?
Yeah, yes. Don't expose my legs in general to sun.
Well, did you learn that a boy from Western Pennsylvania should not go down and lay in the sun for any length of time?
No. So definitely not. Definitely not.
So what we had down there, what you and I shared was a human experience together with each other. We shared a human experience with our good friend Jake Steele and his girlfriend Nicole. Mm-hmm. Okay. These are the type of things that are meaningful in people's life. These are impactful moments. Is there a wrestling alliance called Impact Wrestling?
Yes, there is.
Okay.
I've done some work for them, actually.
Okay. So when you talk about impact, what does the word impact conjure up in your mind, Mike?
Making an impression on people, really.
Making a lasting impression on something. So impactful memories. Impactful memories. So you watch a lot of sporting events, wrestling.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
You deal with a lot of these people. How many humdrum matches have you seen that were imminently forgettable?
Oh, I filmed a few because there's a lot of new people that we film. They're still kind of learning the ropes, literally, when we're doing these shows.
Tell me about some of the impactful wrestling matches you've seen. A few of them.
The matches or the people? Can I talk about the people?
Yes.
Because we recently had an interview with this group called Great Success. And I noticed that they had this wonderful vibe the last time I saw them, all three of them at the show, and they just, no matter what they were doing, one guy's on commentary or they're in a match or they're just in the crowd, watching the matches. They brought this energy. They were involved. They were riling up the crowd, and that left an impact with me, and hopefully a lot of the fans that were there as well.
Impactful is when you leave an impression, you leave a moment, and you leave memories with people. Impactful, like a speech. I listened to, the other day, I listened to Winston Churchill's "We Will Never Surrender" speech.
Yeah, we were talking about that last week.
Yes. And so me bringing that up again suggests that that's me listening to that speech had an impact on me.
It's sticking with you, isn't it?
Yes. Yes. So, do you remember your wedding day?
I do. Yes.
Was that an impactful moment in your life?
Absolutely. It was
Do you
happy.
carry that memory with you?
Couldn't stop smiling all day.
Okay. Wonderful. So, we have one of our dear friends, also Katie, who has made an impactful impression upon people's lives.
Absolutely.
Say a little bit about the impact that she's had on your life, Mike.
I shared a little bit where there was like some kind of contest thing or something you had to tag somebody on, and why are you tagging them? Why do you deserve like whatever? And she's somebody who, like, you know, especially over the last couple of years of what she's been having to deal with going through breast cancer, she still has energy and positivity to her. You know, she's never lost that smile. We all know that infectious smile she has, and just even, I mean, she's always been a good motivating influence on me over the years that I've known her.
And next week we're going to have our friend Maureen Hayden on again. And for those of you who have not seen our previous podcast with Maureen, she's a young lady who grew up very visually challenged, and next week she's going to be talking to us about her PhD dissertation research on plastics in the ocean. So here's a woman who's overcome her physical limitations and has made an impact not only on us, I hope other people, and hopefully is going to make an impact on the environment.
Absolutely.
So we've had talked about some of the rehab stories that we've heard, some of the recovery stories that we had, the recovery heroes, Mike.
John Rhoden and Jace Carr are friends in professional wrestling that have overcome depression and addiction, you know, and so many that you brought in. I can't even remember all their names. There's been so many that we've met over the years.
Yes.
But just, you know, it's such a motivating thing to see if they could overcome whatever that roadblock was. You know, every time I just did an air music video with our friend Nick Ivan. Did you see that recent one that we did? I think I sent it over to you.
Okay.
We'll send it again if not. But again, he talks about he's dealt with this stuttering issue, and then every time we do this and he puts a song together and we're doing the thing, you know, you forget about it, and he's overcome and he's doing something with it. You know, it's great. It's fantastic to watch. Sharing
real moments with real people in real time.
And him and I get to create really cool things with these music videos that he does. So and create some, just create some even more some cool moments to share with those.
So when we're talking about creating ourselves, Mike, we're helping people understand and perhaps avoid trying to find themselves through other people. Find themselves through this voyeuristic activity that people participate in.
It's like some people don't know when to stop being entertained and letting their life be filled by other people's stories, and don't know when to start acting on their own. Right?
We often talk about helping people make choices, self-esteem, self-concept, identity formation, the ability to make choices. And we often suggest to people that you know you're in a good relationship when you can look at someone and say, I can live a perfectly happy and joyous life without you. It's just better with you.
Absolutely.
And when the other person can look at you and say, I feel the same, then you know that you have two whole people and you don't need a relationship to make your life whole.
Have you taken time to work on yourself and make sure yourself is right?
Yes. As in the 12-step world, we often say that relationships are not geometry. Two halves don't make a whole.
Exactly.
Avoid looking to all of these social media institutions now, I would call them, that generally tell you what you need to do to be popular, what you need to do to feel whole and to feel good
or at
about
least
yourself.
the people and the algorithms do. Absolutely. And
So
sometimes you fall down that trap.
So a person like Maureen Hayden, a person like our friend Katie, John Roden, Jace Carr, our list of recovery heroes that we had, to look for them. I'm still baffled, Mike, how billionaires now have become iconic celebrities, people that follow their every move.
Well, I think it's an aspirational thing, isn't it? Because if they can do that, and their story is an upstart that worked hard, maybe I can too. Despite the fact that they maybe had some other help along the way.
If I only. If I
work hard enough, I can be Elon Musk.
If I only had those billions. However, it's like you and I talked earlier before about successes. Well, a 20-year overnight success, a 15-year overnight success.
And people don't think Elon Musk just made everything himself, but or the Bezos or the whoever, but also they knew how to surround themselves around people, and it's so much more than just a single thing. And everybody thinks that's a straight line that they can do too,
That's
and
correct.
It's aspirational to them.
Well, I believe it was Thomas Edison said that genius is 1% inspiration and 99% perspiration. So we always talk about the action and the effort, and actually getting to do something, getting off your butt, buying the ticket. We've told that story many, many times about buying the ticket. So in closing, Mike, I think the message we might want to get across today is the validity and beautifulness of human experience, that raw emotion of dealing with another human being with someone, with them, sitting with them when they're going through either joy or intense pain or intense grief. That beautiful moment that you can share with people. And they are beautiful moments. So our hope out there is that everyone can fully participate in their lives. Be right here, be right now, and be with that person. And as always, we offer a free prescription after every podcast. Fruits, nuts, and vegetables. Unplug your television and take up fishing. And for a truly mindful experience, we suggest that you fish without bait. Forgive yourself. Forgive another. Do a kindness for yourself and do a kindness for another. Till all are free, none are free. Namaste, my friends.
Please check out our website at fishingwithoutbait.com, where you can listen to the show, comment on our discussions, and find out where you can subscribe to our podcast.
If you're interested in flying the colors of Fishing Without Bait, click the shop icon on our website. We have clothing, mugs, cell phone cases, and so much more. Show the world that you fish without bait.
This show is a member of the Sorgatron Media Podcast Network. Find out more at sorgatronmedia.com.